Hi everybody, Dave Akers here. I wanted to share what I call some more adventures of a VIP, that is a visually impaired person. I mentioned in my opening video of when I arrived here at SWBRC about what the program consisted of and everything like that, and I told you that I would give you some more in-depth information once I found out what was going to take place. Well, I found out. I was here 4 full days, and what happens during those first 4 or 5 full days is an assessment period. So the different areas of concentration are low vision / optometry, living skills, manual skills, and orientation and mobilization, or what we call O&M. So let's go back to and explain shortly what each of those are. Low vision and optometry, pretty self-explanatory. Had some very in-depth appointments with optometrists. Actually, there are 3 of them here in the building, and it was very, very in-depth. So I had optometry appointments Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So very thorough exam, unbelievable experience, and great working with these 3 ladies. And what they're going to do is put together a plan of what they think my best solutions are. New pair of glasses, new prescription, some low vision tools, which are really cool. And once I get those issued to me, I will make a little video and show you what they are and explain what each of them are for. So next, I wanted to cover living skills. Living skills is exactly what it sounds like, and this is how you function around your house, how you go about day-to-day activities, how you clean the house, how you cook, how you organize, and everything like that. How you get around the backyard, how you mow the grass or the front yard, and all kinds of things. So it's a lot of, the assessment period was kind of sitting and talking about what your goals are. What do you do on a day-to-day basis? You know, are you having any problems cleaning this, or are you having any problems cooking or cutting or dicing? And so a whole bunch of things. And so we had a really good week with that. I met with living skills folks, and very interesting. We started out, in one of the practical exercises was how do you function in a kitchen, and measuring and stirring and handling an oven and the whole 9 yards. And my first test was, okay, here's a package of chocolate chip cookie mix, make some chocolate chip cookies. So along we went, and it was great. Had a great time. Manual skills. Manual skills is how, again, kind of how you function around the house, but it's more of a dexterity thing. And can you easily change light bulbs? Can you figure out things like that? And this comes into play mostly for us who still do home maintenance. You know, how do we do things there? How do you recognize and take care of if you trip a fuse in your or trip a breaker in your breaker box? How do you go find it? How do you know where it is? And things like that. Opening, and we're going to get more in depth, but along with the manual skills that I'm very excited about is also, they ask, what do you like to do? What's a pastime? Well, you know, I like to do some home repairs, and I like to do some woodworking and everything like that. And we need to take care of our rental properties, so that takes, you know, some skills. So they have a wonderful, large woodworking shop. Yes, I said that for the blind people. A woodworking shop. Everything from lathes to drill presses to table saws to anything you can think of. So I'm looking forward to learning the different techniques of how to be safe and still be able to enjoy doing those things around the house. And the other category that we had is O&M, or orientation and mobility. And this is where the assessment was. My mobility trainer says, okay, let's walk over here to the main hospital. And basically they're seeing how you can get along. Do you trip and fall a lot? Do you bump into walls? You know, what all do they have to work with? They have to have a starting criteria to go from. So we went over to the main hospital and walked around, and she said, okay, I want to go to building 50, so you tell me how to get there. So I had to do that and everything. And then the next day, it jumped right into the white cane training. So this is going to be great. And it's going to progress because they want to teach you independence and how to actually get around, how to get that confidence back and still do the things that you want to do. Say you want to go out to a restaurant by yourself. Well, how do you get in? How do you get about? And everything from catching a bus to catching Uber to getting in a vehicle. So I'm really looking forward to that. So how the day goes is every morning, well, let me back up. The team that I have, I'm on the chili pepper team, and the team consists of a facilitator who oversees your schedule and also does a lot of the training, and that's usually one of a senior person here. And then you have an O&M trainer, and you have a manual skills trainer, and you have a low vision trainer, and everything like that. So there's 4 or 5 people on my team. And what happens every morning is the facilitator shows up at my door at 8 o'clock and comes in and hands me, I experienced this Tuesday morning. She comes in and she says, can you read this? Oh, by the way, she said, hi, I'm Hannah. Can you read this? And we go from there. And what it does is it has your schedule laid out for the day. And off you go. And every morning, she has come down without fail and provided me my schedule. Now, I know you can't read them. I'm going through them fast, but that's okay. You don't have to worry about it. Then, this was kind of the comical piece of it. On Friday, they still will give you a schedule even when the printer may be down and they have to handwrite it. Almost in the exact same font that and text size on the printed ones. So kind of comical, but great team. Everything is great. So I told you I had all the optometry appointments, then met with psychologists, met with social worker. And what they do is they do all of this assessment. And then what happens is they get together as a team and with me, which will probably happen either tomorrow, which is Tuesday, or Wednesday. And now that they've done all the assessments and stuff, and we'll sit down and we'll figure out what the schedule is going to be, i.e. how long will I be here? It could be 2 weeks, it could be 3 weeks. It all depends on the person and everything that you want to do. There are some folks here that I will tell you, one gentleman is here, just finished up his 6th week, and he's finally going to go home at the end of this week, which is, by the way, I'm making this on Monday the 18th. Happy President's Day. He's actually going to go home at the end of this week, so he will have spent 7 weeks here. But it all depends. A lot of repeat customers come back and they may only spend 1 or 2 weeks to refine their skills or catch up on new technology and everything like that. By the way, which brings me up, the other person that's on our team is a technology person, which will help with the living skills and getting along with everything. And they teach you based on how you function in the technical world, how to get along and new techniques and everything. Well, I'm an Apple person, so I have an iPhone, I have an iPad, have an iMac at home, so we'll be concentrating on the accessibility features of iOS, which are fantastic. And then there's also some additional apps that they've already shown me and provided that are really, really good. So I didn't mean to make it this video this long, but I appreciate everybody that has been watching and appreciate the likes and the comments. And I will be posting some more later on. So again, this is Dave Akers and Adventures of the VIP. See you later.